Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to make what in my family, on Christmas Day, this was always served. It's called Anolini. My family is from the region of Emilia-Romagna. And there are three fillings from Emilia-Romagna that serve with the soup. One is the famous one from Bologna, which is tortellini. That in my family we don't make. But we make two others. One is Anolin, which is in broth, and that's from the mountains of the province of Parma. Then there's Anolini, which is from the city of Parma. Anolini is made with pot roast from the day before, and if there's no pot roast left, they use just the sauce from the pot roast, and they soak breadcrumbs with it, and they make the Anolini. That's what the old folks used to do. Now, my family uses Anulin, which is made basically with chicken. We want to make our pasta and let it sit down, rest, and relax. Okay, my pasta dough recipe comes from my great-grandmother when she came here to the United States in, I think it was 1894 or something, and we got it from my mother. My mother would never show me how to make pasta, but she showed my sons, and then they showed me. It calls for 3½ cups of flour, and of course we're using all-purpose flour, all right? And then it calls for 3 extra large eggs, without the shell, and ½ cup of water. Now, Nonna Vercha, great-grandmother, she used a little water. Now, I don't know, because she knew that the water helps develop the gluten like you do when you're making bread, or if she didn't have enough eggs to feed the whole family, if she would have used all the eggs, so she put a little water in it. I'm going to mix it in the bowl, because the Bronx chick will really be ticked off should I get flour all over the place. So I do it with my hands. My mother used to go like this when I was trying to watch her, but she showed my sons how to do it. Now I'm going to take it out and finish it. What happened? Okay, mixing it all in, keeping it all on the table, trying to get nothing on the floor or any place else, and see how nice it looks. See how nice it comes? Nice and easy. You just have to work it till you get it. Be a little patient. Maybe take 5 minutes for me. Maybe take 12 minutes for a beginner. But I'm going to need it just a little bit more to develop the gluten. When you need it, of course, it all depends on this part of your hand. Okay? And you just go down, see? Just go down nice. Just go down nice. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay. This is good. What we're going to do now, we're going to let it rest before we decide to roll it out. Feels nice and smooth. I'm going to put it back in the bowl and cover it with plastic wrap. While the pasta is relaxing, dozing off maybe, we are now going to make the filling. The filling is basically a chicken filling. Now, here's some of the chicken. Now let me take this off the bone. Now if you think there's bone, you know what you do?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it, even if it's not. Don't be cheap. Okay, now for the leg. And then I have the breast over here. Make sure there's no bone. Oh, there is a little bone. Part of the wishbone. The first thing we're going to do now is put about 4 tablespoons of butter in here. Alright. So now we're going to chop it up. Oh, bone. Keep looking for bone. Keep looking for bone. With the butter's melting, nice. We like our butter. Put the thing in there, let it start warming up, getting hot. Right. I like to use the onion and a little celery from the broth that I made. The reason I like it, I like the taste in the onions and the taste. I like the taste and the taste in the celery. Then we just chop it up a little bit. Put it in with the chicken.
Now this chicken was chicken from what?
This chicken, the chicken from the chicken broth. We got the vegetables from the chicken broth in there. Everything with the flavors that you get making broth. So I always keep a little broth on hand, just in case it starts to dry up. And if it does, we just put a little broth in to keep it nice and moist. The broth that we made the other day. All right, this is ready for the next step. The next step is we got to put it through the machine, but first we got to let it cool off so that we don't get burnt. All right, we're ready for the next step. This cooled off a little bit so that we don't get burnt. I set up my chopping machine. All right, the grinder is right here on a large, and this is where the chicken is going to be going into. Our stuff's going into. We want to make sure it doesn't go all over the kitchen, so we're going to put this up here. Now we're not going to be able to see it coming out. But now the other thing is we got this. It's supposed to be round, but it's square, so we can do it this way. And the reason for not making sure you have something to push the meat down in, because if you put your finger in there, you're going to lose it. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Push it down a little bit. See, we push it down. We don't put our fingers in there. Don't put your fingers in there. Okay, let's see how it's doing. We sneak a peek. See that? We sneak a peek. See how it's coming out beautiful.
This is a little soft.
Put it down nice. You want to make sure we got all the filling for the pasta into the bowl. So you take a little bit of yesterday's bread, you put it in like this, and it will come through. See, it's coming through now, and you'll see it come through. We're now going to finish the stuffing. We're going to put all our flavors in it. After we put everything in and it feels too dry, we'll just add a little bit of milk. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is put the mascarpone in it. Alright, put a little mascarpone here.
How much did
That's like a quarter of a pound.
set it off?
Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I would say a teaspoon. A little bit of pepper. Not too much. Not too much. Alright. Now we got parsley. Parsley, if you want, you could even mix other herbs in it like thyme, sage, whatever you want to do. Now, my mother never used nutmeg. I do. Okay, a little nutmeg, not too much. A little nutmeg. Eggs, a couple of eggs. I'm going to put some Parmigiano-Reggiano in, it costs a half a cup. Let me see.
That's it? Just that little bit of Parmigiano-Reggiano?
What's the matter? You like Parmigiano-Reggiano?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, all right. A little extra won't hurt. Okay, so we got everything in there now, and so we just have to mix it. You know what? It's going to make you very happy. It's going to make you very happy, camera. You know why? It's a little loose. So you know what we do to tighten it up? Parmigiano-Reggiano, Parmigiano-Reggiano. Alright, we have our pasta that we made before. Now we just have to roll it out. And it looks very good. I like the way it looks. Well, I like the way it feels, too. And that's important, to learn to feel it. How it feels. That, to me, is very important.
So you flour the whole counter.
Okay. Now, this was, my mother used this, and she said it was her grandmother's. It was my great-grandmother's. Fantastic. Oh, if it's too big. This, my son brought back from Italy when he was studying there, back in the century before this one. Now here, you want to keep it as square as possible. Just go like that. Now, here's the trick to really do it good. Here's the trick. You take it, whoops, and you pull it up like that, and you roll it out. See how much bigger it gets in one shot?
Roll it around the...
Roll it all around. Do it slow.
What are you doing? It looks like
Look at that, beautiful.
on triple speed.
What's on triple speed? Me? Or the camera?
I don't know,
Look at it on
the camera.
And the other way, it's much faster, but this helps us get it just right. Okay, make an imaginary line down the middle. And I start. Go about an inch apart, put some filling down. Next line, an inch down, and try to make as straight a line as possible. Put it over there. Okay, we're gonna see. I like to paint around the edges and in between. Because then it assures me that I'm going to, when it cooks, it assures me that everything is going to stay together nice. Take a big board or a small board, and we just go down like this between each one, nice and easy. Sometimes I use a bigger board, but I don't. There we go. And now we go this way.
You can see them.
That's it. Just keep going if you have one of these. Now, if you don't have one of these, let me show you what else you can do. Judy.
Okay.
Get a little glass like this, and if you have a smaller glass, even better. Put a little flour on it, and watch what happens. See? See?
Good job, Chef. Now we can freeze them till we're ready to use them, once they dry a little.